Welcome back to the Growl, and it's official. The Saints have officially clinched the playoff spot. Can't tell you how excited I am. Bro, just it's amazing, man. 4 years in a row, the Saints clinched the playoff spot. First time we've done that in franchise history. And look, I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself. We've seen how this was went for the last few years when we get into the playoffs, but yeah, man, it's just good. It's good to see because I honestly did not see this team doing too well this season to start off with, and they've been surprising me lately, man. As you all know, I've been gone for a while, so it's a lot of things that I missed out on. But I do just want to say, it's still fuck the Falcons, and I will say this, they put up a better fight this time than they did last time. And look, you never could call these games, no matter how bad either team is. The Saints and the Falcons, every time we play them, it's a grudge match. So, good effort by them. They got swept by Taysom Hill, who I'm going to talk about in a minute. But yeah, man, the Saints are officially 10-2. We still hold the number one seed in the NFC, and we officially clinched the playoff spot with this win against the Falcons, and of course the Bears losing too. So yeah, we're gonna get into the game, man. So coming off Taysom Hill's last week's performance, I honestly didn't want him to start this week. I was like, this game is a little too serious for us to take a chance using Taysom again, even though I know he beat him the first time. The Falcons were coming off a blowout win against the Raiders, and Taysom did not look good against the Broncos at all. He made plays here and there, but as far as passing goes, he wasn't doing a good job at it. And I look at the Falcons, no matter how bad they are, they still have weapons on offense. You got to put up points. You're going to have to be able to throw the ball against them because we already beat them once. It's never easy beating the Falcons twice. It's not never easy beating the Falcons, hell, once, So coming into this game, I was a little, concerned with, who the starter would be. And I kind of want us to start Jameis. But I do understand the reason for us not starting Jameis. It's too risky right now, and Taysom has been on the team for a while. He does deserve a chance to at least, get that starting position. And look, Jameis, we know, was a turnover machine. Not saying he's still the same way, but it's just too risky right now. It's better to go with somebody that knows the offense, that's been in the system for a while. So I do understand why he's going with Taysom, but at the same time, his performance is a bit up and down. So we're going to get into this game, round 2 of the Saints versus Falcons. Basically, it went a lot. I don't want to say it went a lot like the last game. Last game, the Saints D-line smothered Matt Ryan. We actually didn't get as much pressure on him this game as we did in that one. But we did do enough, just enough to get the job done. Matt Ryan went 19 for 39, 273 yards and a touchdown. And yeah, that's a lot better than, he was able to do last time, because I don't think last time he even threw for a touchdown. A big drop off in secondary performance, I'll say. Not by a lot, but it's just when you look at how great the Saints defense has been playing over the past 3-4 weeks, it was a bit of a drop off, and I'm not surprised by that. I will say this: Marshawn Lattimore is extremely inconsistent. And we can't afford that moving forward, because these teams that's going to be in the playoffs all have huge weapons on the outside. You're talking about people like, Devontae Adams, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. He handles Mike Evans, so I'm not really concerned with that one. But still in all, it's still any given Sunday. You never know. So I will say I hope he, tightens that up a bit. But besides that, it was business as usual. The Saints defense has been playing out of their mind. It seemed like every time Breeze goes out with an injury, they seem to turn into like the 2000 Ravens. They just don't give an inch. You have to fight for every inch against this defense whenever Breeze is not playing. And I really hope they continue to do that when Breeze comes back. That'll really help down the stretch. But not to go on too many tangents, back to the game. Yeah, the Falcons offense wasn't able to do very much in the beginning. We held them to 9 points basically up until the fourth quarter, which I want to talk about. Taysom Hill in this one threw 27 for 37, pretty efficient so far since he's been passing, with the exception of the Broncos game. For 232 yards and 2 touchdowns. In this game, he got his first career passing touchdown, and threw another one on top of that. Alvin Kamara, 16 carries. I'm sorry, 15 carries, went for 88 yards and a touchdown. And MT, 9 receptions for 105 yards. So, this Saints team, uh, I'm happy with it, man. It's a lot like we looked last year, but again, that's also what scares me with this team. They start off looking very good. Now, with the exception of this year, they didn't start off well, which is another thing I want to talk about in this episode. But it's a well-oiled machine, this team. Thomas produces no matter who's the quarterback. Alvin Kamara hasn't been as involved lately since Breeze has been out. But as we see, he still, is able, to go out there and make plays, put up points for us and stuff like that. So that's good. But I'm hoping that this team doesn't do the same thing that it did last year. This team looked a lot like it did last season. I think the defense is playing actually a little better than it was last season right now. But we need to keep that up, because in this game, some of the issues that we've seen with that secondary in the first couple of weeks of the season reared its head again. Some blown coverages, a lot of penalties in the secondary, mostly on like Lattimore and things like that, who just seemed like he could not, stick with Ridley for most of the game. I mean, really only had 5 receptions, but they were big receptions. I mean, really had 5 receptions for 108 yards, And like I said, everybody in the NFC has a weapon that's capable of things like that. Some have more than one weapon that's capable of that. So that's something they'll need to clean up. And I expect them to do so, because, this defense has been playing out of their minds lately. So all in all, man, I'm happy with this team. And I just hope that they keep this up. I want to end the video talking about just how different this team is. Coming into this season, I did not expect us to be 10-2 right now. The offensive play calling was pretty bad for the first couple of weeks. The defense was absolutely terrible. I mean, with the exception of our rushing defense, which was kind of a padded stat, because nobody needed to run on us when they can just pass on us all game. So, this defense has been playing ridiculous. We still have a few injuries here and there, but I'm expecting, once we all back completely healthy, for this team to really be a dangerous team down the stretch. We have a couple of games left in the season, and they're not easy. We have Kansas City coming up. We have Minnesota coming up, which, a couple weeks ago I was like, okay, well, that should be an easy win. But Minnesota's been pretty hot lately. So, and we already know how the Saints are against Minnesota. I always say the Vikings just seems to be the Saints' kryptonite. So, hopefully, we handle them now in the regular season, so we won't have to take a chance at playing them again in the playoffs. And probably some other things have to happen for them to actually not make it. But yeah, man, we have Kansas City coming up, who we all know what that team's capable of. And hopefully Breeze is back by then to give us. I don't want to just, count Taysom out and say he won't give us a chance to beat the Chiefs, but let's be real here. You kind of need all hands on deck to beat that team. So that's what I'm most concerned about right now. We still hold that 1 seed, and Green Bay is right on our tails. They still hold the tiebreaker over us. The only thing that's keeping us in first place right now is they have a worse conference record than us. We haven't lost a conference game. So only game we could afford to lose right now is the Chiefs game. And that's it. And us playing the Chiefs and the Vikings, and hell, I'll even throw in the Eagles, because, look, most likely the Eagles are going to be going with Jalen Hurts this week, and we don't know how that's going to turn out yet. We haven't watched a full game of him. We haven't seen him get a full game under his belt where he has been, the starting quarterback, where a game plan is around him. So we don't know what to expect with that next week, but I'm pretty confident the Saints should be able to put something together and pull that one out. But like I said, the Vikings is not going to be an easy game. And the Chiefs, we already know that's not going to be an easy game. So I'm just hoping, this team just keeps, getting better from here. It's not too much better you can get, but, the little things we do have to clean it up, because we have to play, basically flawless football down the stretch, especially in the playoffs, because this is probably one of the most loaded NFC playoff pictures I've seen in a while. It's gonna be tough. So that one seed to really help us out, to get the home field throughout. And yeah, man, that's pretty much what I got on the game, man. Look, go Saints. We swept the Falcons. Second team in the division we swept. All we have left now is the Panthers. I don't know by then if the Saints will have the one seed completely clinched up, but hopefully, we just go on a full sweep of the division, because coming into the season, a lot of people just was assuming that the Bucks was gonna just take this division home. Like, the Saints wasn't the king of this shit. So I'm glad they're asserting their dominance, and I hope we keep doing that. So like I said, man, that's all I got. Again, sorry for the long hiatus. I wasn't there mentally. And this is not the first time I've done this, but I said, I have to get back to it because I honestly miss doing this, So to anybody who's listening to the show right now, man, I just want to say thank you for, tuning in. And we're gonna try to keep this going the right way this time. So yeah, man. With that, make sure you like the video, subscribe it, leave your comments down below, and I'm out.